Hi everyone. Yes, I got it on the bench, all sitting down, nice and tight. Goes. It's really good level, as you can see up at the chuck. I got the first bit in there. I've been mucking with this since yesterday, since I showed the other video. And it's all like this all the way through. I'll put this block up here. These are 1, 2, 3 blocks. These are very well machined. It's like that all the way through. And now I'm going to wind the carriage forward a bit so I can move these over here. Put them over here. Now, right on it. Now, I'm going to sit down here. I'm going to bring these in very close. Now, we put this in here at the carriage. She's right on the nut. I don't think I could get it any better. Same on the other side. Very good. And I'll take the 1, 2, 3 blocks out, put them there. I bought these here a long time ago. Right, we take that right up to the shank. We bring that along to the distance. It's still the same all the way through to the back. It's like that all the way through. I said, these things are supposed to be poorly made, but what I found with it, I haven't cleaned anything yet on the outside. All the inside has been done. I pulled the cover off up here. I took this off. Took this the tailstock off. There was nothing in it, not a sharp edge on it. Even up here, there's not a sharp edge, even into the tuck. On the lip screw, even the lead screw hasn't got a sharp edge on it. And it's got the cover over the lead screw, which I really like. I don't know why they sent me a Mawson tape. This can take a collet chuck. It can take up to probably Mawson tape, a 3 collet holder. I don't know what that'd hold. I'm not up on this stuff yet. I don't know. I'm having trouble locating any oil. I got oil holes, oil things here. But in here, in this thing, up underneath here, this plate. Now that's the size of my lathe. It's a 2, you can read that. Yeah, from 125 to 2,000 revs. It's a 220, but it's set for 240 AC, which I've already got a 3 horsepower, 2,800 revs, or 3,000 revs motor for it. This lathe is the same as the C10. Same measurements, same box, except the C10's got a gearbox. This one's got an external. Same length. This thing purrs like a kitten. No noise. Hang on, peoples. We'll show you. Right. Now I'll turn the power on. Oh, left the switch on. Now, the safety switch is always off with me. The motor's off. There's not running forward. I've got it set on 1500 on the back one. 1000 I should say. I can hear noise in the bearings. You can hear that little bit of a hum, but everything works. Lock the knee, and forward and reverse, but it has no reverse. You've got a stop. You've got a clutch, brake, and then you put it in reverse to back it off. She stops pretty quick, eh? I'm very happy with it. I've already dialed in a piece of pipe for the shut. I dialed that in long ago, right here somewhere. This piece, I've got only two ends, so I'm going to put you on the stand and turn this off. I'm going to put you on the stand, and that way I can lock it up and put it in there myself. Right, now we'll put you over close as we can get without bumping into me. We do a little bit of zoom on here. There we go. Yes, I was really surprised, because all I've heard about them was they're rubbish, they're rubbish, they're rubbish, they're rubbish. Now, I do not like this spring. Whoops. One bit. I take it off to use it. If you leave it in there, you can't shut the gate with it up there. Okay? And there's going to be a dumbass and do that. Now, this has already been in here. This is something I cut myself on the belt grinder, on the bandsaw. Right. My fingers are cramping. Right. Close that down. Put that on. Pop that up. Put the switch. Now, it looks like I've got a phone call. Okay, I'm sorry, mate, I'm recording a video. So, you can see it's got a little bit of a wobble on the end, but otherwise, she's spinning straight as an arrow. I was really impressed. Yeah, so I'll take that back out. I've got to get a 4-jaw chuck for it. I'm going to try this to see if I can get this. Doesn't go through the spindle. I have not got a hope in hell of turning this in. This could be bent, could be anything, but we will see. Here we go. that's not too bad. I haven't got no tools to cut anything. I have not got one tool to put in the cutters. That works alright. Right, pull that out. You mate Buddha. Yeah, hang him after a monk. Close these up. Anyone tell me if there's oil in here for these bearings and that? Right. Close that down. I'm real happy with it. I'm going to be cleaning it. Getting it cleaned up. Get it cleaned up a little bit. No, I took these out. I'll show you. Right. Right. No rubbish. I have not touched it. This was all clean, like this is as it is. No sharp edges. Even in here. No sharp edges. Got a pin in there. It is an excellent, been put together very well. This way has an all reinforced bed too. It's reinforced extra from the back. Now I can't believe it was so clean. I'll take the tailstock off in a second. Tailstock. I'm changing this. Won't fit. I've got to order in for the tailstock to be changed from a bolt, this nut, to a locker with the I use getting the tailstock. I suppose I'm hiding the tailstock from you. Right, now we go. I'll move it back onto the tailstock. Now I'll lift the tailstock off the top section, bring it over to the camera. See, no sharp edges, no rubbish, no nothing. I hadn't oiled it. I put nothing in there, which I'm going to wipe a bit of oil over it, seeing it's there. I've got some oil here in my little trusty oil can. No, I hadn't done anything. This is really nice. I said I have got not a sharp edge on it. Well, all the people that I've heard had saying that they were garbage, they weren't put together to get in there. Bit awkward. I'm trying not to bump the camera. This moves really well. It's stuck at the moment because I had it tight. I've got to give it a little bit of a pry to get it to pop later on. There. Locks down good. This is free as a bird. See, I haven't locked it down properly. I'm going to take this out and have a look inside. The only thing I haven't removed. Here we go. Oh, it hasn't got a fetish thing like a little bit of paint mark coming through from a screw or something. See, a little bit of a paint mark, but no sharp edges. A little bit of a sharp edge there, but that's inside the tailstock. But everything's been rounded off, clean, nice, very nice. I've got to get a piece of rag, wipe that greasy shit off. Sit that there. Get me John Henry up in here. Oh yeah, got the pusher comes out to there. Right, give a couple squirts. Right, give her a couple squirts. Put the oil back in there. Here we go. Here we go. Ah, wrong way, son. Oh, go and ask about face here. All right. There we go. Lock it down. Right, now, these are very accurate machine block. I got these a few years ago when I was doing some welding stuff to square it up. I bought them from Turnlight Machinery. I don't know, I can't remember. Turnlight or yep. I said the only thing I don't like is this thing here is on the wrong side for me. It should be over here so I can pull it this way. Well, I don't know if I can change the nut to, or put another spacer on there. Another spacer. See, they put a, they haven't got any, yeah, they've got a spacer on there. See, they've got this little shim. Little spacer, little washer. Stop it from cutting away the, have we got the, we'll move you around a bit. So you can come around and have a look at what I'm doing. We'll see what I'm doing. Oh, my face will probably be about there somewhere. Not about here somewhere. I'm real happy with the lathe. I said I'm just cleaning a few things at the moment. These things here, I'm going to make one and put a carriage lock on it. But this carriage does not lock. It's got no way of locking it. If you want to do some threading or long feed, that's got no, it's got bugger all play in it. Probably about a thou or a quarter, a 16th or under a 16th. I don't do things in thous. I will when I start doing this though, I suppose. See, it's only got the one little spacer. And that's the only thing a little bit I don't like. It's way too out of whack. There and there, see? You swear you have to operate it from the other side. See, this should be over here, so I can unlock it and lock it. I'm going to change this to a quick change chuck, a quick change chuck. Well, now I've got some more leveling to show you. Now, this is my degree gauge that I use for nearly everything. It's in good nick and it's pretty accurate. So you can see we're on the border of, where are we? We're right on the 0 up here. This thing drops back down and sits on the 0 very well. All right, we're coming this way a bit. See, it's on the 0, right on the 0. Now, if I start this, which I'm going to do, and put the feed reverse on, and feed it back to the end, and that thing will not move the whole time. If I wind it, it moves back and forth. Made in the USA too, see? I bought it from US. From one of the companies over there that sell this. It come with a new set of chuck chucks, some spanners, a brand new set of gears, and besides that there's not a plastic gear in it. They're all steel. No plastic. That actually gave me 100% buy. It had no plastic. See? It hasn't moved a dot. Has not moved it anywhere. It's barely tripping in. No, it's still on the 0. It can go right back, but I'm not going to take it right back. Right. Now, if I wind it, see, I get the wind up, windy. But no, this thing has got no qualms about being out of whack or anything. It is perfect. I made sure of that. I sat down here for hours. I had to put 2 shims, one 5mm shim, plate steel, underneath it to lift it up, to get it parallel across. And then I put a 2mm sheet of thin. This stuff. This is panel steel. It's 2mm thick. This is for making mud guards, and it's a bit thin for mud guards, but for making stuff out of shims and that out of it. I got. You can't put this on there, up there, it works really well. And that couldn't get any better if you tried. I'm really happy with it. I'm going to put me 1, 2, 3 blocks away because I don't need them anymore. I had to put those shims in underneath. That's who I bought them from. Made in China. See? Made in fucking China on the box. packaged in China, made in America. No, these ones were made in China, but they are bloody perfect. I sat down and mic gauged all these, and they were bloody perfect. One of the two of the holes, see, you've got a different size hole. That hole there's bigger than that one. They turned out excellent. The guy who made them, done them, and then they put them in the surface grinder. So, hope my mate don't go too crook because he's probably wanting me to go somewhere. Right, put them over there. We got the steady rest, which I'm not going to fit yet. I got the backing plate for this. Now, I can't read for squat, right? Now, this is the book on the lathe to put it together. As you can see, right? Before using, be sure to read this manual, right? It's got all the do's and don'ts. Make sure all, you know, whatever. Yep. Tools, post. Do not stop lathe using your hand. I wouldn't be that fucking dumb. See, the pictures are very shit. Now with me, most of my stuff I learn by looking at the picture. I can see what I have to do and look what I have to do, and then I look down here to have a look at everything else and see how close I've got to get. This is invariably, the writing's fine, but the pictures are lousy. I went right through it. I went through this book 4 or 5 times. Now, parts book. To get parts for it. Can you read that? I bloody can't. I got to get a torch on it, and a torch and a magnifying glass. Ah. The way has got a stopper on it, dead centre. No stop. Yeah, pain in the butt. No. It ain't got anything on it about how, oh, here's the tailstock. Now, it's got a pin that goes down the guts. Oh, you can pull that out when the tailstock's, when you take the centre out. Ah, well, that's a piece of good news. Might be able to pull it, I can't pull it around and turn it. It'll get in the wrong way. I might be able to tap it down a bit further and make it go down and come around a bit more. I'm going to change the centre over to a grown up part here. To tighten that down, I'm going to change it over to a lever at the back. They send you a kit. They got a kit for it. And a threading dial, got to get that. And if I'm going to be lucky, I might put self-oilers on it. Oh yeah, you can do that. Self-oilers, belt. Yep, I put the belt on this morning, both of them. They're tight. I don't know what that bugger goes in there for. Yeah. SHAFT shaft screw. Yep. Yep, and yep. So what do you guys reckon? I'm going to clean her up tomorrow. Take all the swoop off this lathe beds. Clean her all out. And you guys can have a look at me probably tomorrow afternoon doing some cutting. I'm going to go and get some tools, some cutting tools from Paramount Browns. This is a 16 gauge cutter, cutting by a 16 gauge, 16 mil, or a 6 or 8 mil, which I don't want to use. I will go on to the 16 gauge, 16 mil, or the ½ inch, but the ½ inch ones would be too wide for this. It probably wouldn't even get into the centre. I'd have to machine one side down lower on the gauge, on the cutter, to get it in there, to lower it down to the fitting. So everyone can see it's done, it's clean, it's in. It can be used, but not without no cutting tools. I have got all the steady rest and everything over there packed up. It's got to go in the benches once I get it all sorted out. I wanted to build the bench. This is coming out. That's where the coolant box goes down in there. And from about here across, here's the toolbox. That comes out, goes up into the little part of this is steel box. Put all this steel off here. That goes over that porta power. That's my chassis straightener and all in there. All in there underneath there. I've got to get it all sorted out. So I'm going to see what happens tomorrow. And I hope, Pete, I hope you're looking, mate. I said, what if some guys rip you off for your chrome or something? If they did, I had the same problem, mate. I got a box full of chrome here that I won't even put on the car. I had to put door hinges on to hold the doors up, which were chromed, and they might as well have been painted silver. So, yeah, mate. I liked your show last night. Excellent. Barry, very good. Go Daddy, very good. You want to go and have a look at him, Pete. Plug the 2 ears. Go Daddy and Pete, Cortina City. He's back. I'm glad everything was all right. To all my new subscribers, thank you for being there. There'll be a few more videos coming out in the next couple of weeks. I won't be doing another one for another, this will be the second one on the lathe. And there'll be another 2 coming. The car is in limbo at the moment because of faulty the injectors weren't working. We tried to start it and there was only one injector working. The rest were nothing. You get a boof, boof, firing out one cylinder. Anyhow, I'm gonna love you and leave you. And if you like the video, subscribe, hit the bell, get notifications. Give me thumbs up, mate. Punch that thumbs up button. Punch that thumbs up and like button, share, all the good things. And if you want to help me out with my program, with my channel, go through the link below and you will see my email address if you want to know where I live or want to send some things to post stuff or whatever, and do PayPal. It's not compulsory. Everything I'm doing is out of my own pocket. I ain't got no one helping me. I said, no one, I have not got no one to help me do any of this. This is all mine. No one, I got no PayPal, no Patreon, no one's, all my money comes and goes into this workshop. Whatever I make out of the workshop goes back into it. So if money comes in from you guys, it goes back into the workshop. And I've got a lot of things I've got to do to catch up. I've got another 8 weeks to put money away for my milling machine. And that's the second last, that's the last big item that's coming in. The mill. Then I got to get my pot rivet gun, my pot tin puller, and a spot welder. What else have I got to get? And a pipe bender. Up to 2.5 inch pipe. Thick wall pipe. It's a big heavy bender. It's probably worth a lot of money. I'll see how it goes and see how much it takes me to save it. I think it's over $1,000 bucks. Over 1,600, I think. Because this thing cost me $18.50 to the door from Melbourne. And the big shock, I ordered it on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday morning I got up and went out, come back home, and I got this great big mother box sitting on the doorstep. And the stepson, he had to help the guy push it up the driveway. 185 kilos sitting in the box. I had to manhandle it in here on my own at 150, that in the box, dragging the box. I picked it up with one end with a sack truck and hooked my little arms onto it and pulled it in here, dragged it in. And picked it up with the crane, the engine crane. And it's got to go pulled apart and put away now. It's not going to be used for about another 12 months or so when I get my engine, start on engine parts for my Cordy. I've got to do some tubbing. I'm going to be taking the fuel tank out, cleaning everything underneath back to bare metal. When I tub it, inside and out, it's going to be bare metal floor. Because I've got to change the exhaust system, the shifter mount, where the gear shift mounts on the floor. I've got to move it up about 2.5 inches and back about 3. When I sit in the car, I've got to lean right forward when it's in park. I want to be able to pull it back and sit in first gear. It should be down here, and then I can just push it forward. So, anyhow, if you want to subscribe, please ring the bell. If you'll comment, please comment. Let me know if you like it or if you don't. But thumbs me up. Give me some thumbs up, people. That's why YouTube will help me move along a little bit. Might help me move along a little bit better. Anyhow, we'll see you all later and be safe.